I was a classical major. Always liked jazz, of course. As soon as I got here, I was like, oh, this thing is legit. I need to get into this and experience it as much as I can.
I was drawn to the jazz program at Jacobs because they offered such a diverse set of classes and ensembles. There's just so many different things that I could be learning about, including composition, arranging, theory, and all sorts of playing as well.
I grew up in Indianapolis, so I heard a lot about it. I heard it was great. In high school, I saw the bands and orchestras and so many different performances, and I was just kind of drawn to it.
Well, there's a long tradition of the jazz program at Indiana University. The whole idea of jazz in college was codified by David Baker back in the late 60s, early 70s, and that's the tradition that we're basing a lot of what we do from the legacy of Dr. David Baker. And we're just trying to have it move forward. So almost all the styles that young students, trombone players, would need to go out and be professional musicians, we want to show that to them, have them be well versed in it so they can play on a professional level.
Studying with Wayne, his approach to teaching it uses a lot of very traditional approaches, but helps me find my own voice within it.
I guess there were a lot of breakthroughs technically, and that all came with what I learned in class and what I was able to actually synthesize into playing in ensembles.
I've pretty much done everything it's possible to do at Jacobs. When I first got here, I made that a goal to absolutely take advantage of every opportunity. So I've played plenty of big band concerts. I've played in the Latin Jazz Ensemble for many years. I played countless orchestral and opera concerts. I played chamber concerts. I played in the Afro-Cuban Ensemble sometimes.
In my first semester, I noticed great improvement. There were a lot of things that I could do and couldn't do before I got here, but now that the list of things I can do is just amazing.
Being at the Jacobs School, I am constantly surrounded by some of the best brass players in terms of technically being able to play their instrument and also just overall musicianship. So I'm always having to push myself to keep up with that very high standard.
Students are able to gain all types of great opportunities in our program. A lot of people can play, but how do you get a gig? How do you network with people? How do you deal with the internet? How do you produce a record? How do you promote a record? Or how do you promote yourself? How do you create your own brand as you're going out into the world so you can function not only as an artist, but as a business entity also? If you want to audition, just go to the university's website and look under the Jacobs School of Music under admissions. And then we have our auditions on the first weekends of January, February, and March. You can show up live and do it, or you can send a videotape and audition that way if you need to. I would suggest live is better.